Yo, it's the best in touchdowns. It's Antonio here, and before the video starts, I just want to give you guys a huge shout out for making the last video I made, the Haney versus Tank sparring footage, the most viewed video in Step Backs and Touchdowns history in only a short amount of time. I just want to give you guys a quick thank you before we start this video. This is something that I want to continue for a long time, this boxing videos. I enjoyed talking to you guys in the comments, hearing your opinions, and debating with you guys. And we're going to make these videos a regular since I see that you guys like these types of videos. So I just wanted to come on here and say thank you for the support, and to please continue to show the support and the love that you guys have showed before we start this video. But yeah, thank you guys for your support.
For everyone is, why announce a fight before Canelo announces that he's not picking you?
Well, you know, to be honest with you, I've been wanting to go up to 175 for a long time. I've been the #1 contender to fight for the WBC for 3 years already. My PBC and Al Heyman and Samson were negotiating, and you know, Canelo didn't show no interest to fight me. So, you know, like I said, I'm not going to be sitting around waiting for Canelo. You know, there's still more weight classes to conquer. You know, I've been wanting to go up to 175 for a long time. This fight, the winner of this fight is going to be the winner of the interim WBC belt, and that puts you in the #1 spot to fight the winner of Bivol Benavidez.
Yo, it's the best in touchdowns. It's your boy Antonio here, and you guys can tell by the intro of this video what we're doing today. We are talking about Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez. Now, if you guys don't know, David Benavidez has been the mandatory to fight Canelo Alvarez for 3 years in the WBC. As he stated in the video, Canelo Alvarez, for whatever reason, doesn't want to fight David Benavidez, and so David Benavidez has made the executive decision to not wait around for Canelo and move up to 175 to fight for the interim belt. Now, Canelo Alvarez, right? Canelo Alvarez is one of the best boxers of the past decade, probably the best boxer of the past decade from the 2010s to the 2020s. And he's the big name. He's the big draw in boxing. He's the pay-per-view king for now until Tank Davis takes over. And so the Canelo Alvarez fight is the big fight. If you're in that weight division, that is the fight that you want. That is the fight that can make your name for yourself. Pretty similar to how Oscar De La Hoya was the name, and then Floyd Mayweather wins and he takes over, and now he's the big name, right? That fight can really change your career. And so I see David Benavidez wants that fight, just like how Bivol or any of the guys that Canelo fought. And as you see, Bivol is a bigger name in boxing than he was before he fought Canelo, and he's in pound for pound rankings and things like that, right? But David Benavidez said he's not going to wait around for Canelo. He's going to move up to 175, which I think is a smart decision. Why wait around for Canelo? He obviously doesn't want to fight you when you can go on and conquer bigger things. Not, you know, bigger money wise, but in the sport of boxing, going to 175, winning the interim belt, becoming the mandatory for the winner of the Bivol versus Beterbiev fight, beating Bivol, who's beat Canelo, or beat Beterbiev, who's been a monster in the 175 division, and becoming champion at 175. You know, you just can't sit around and wait for Canelo if Canelo doesn't want to fight you, right? And I have some tweets to show you guys. Here's Canelo talking about people saying he's ducking David Benavidez. He said, yeah, it happened with Laura, with Trout, with Mayweather, Cotto, Triple G, guys like that. And he said he practically beat them all. If he beats Benavidez, they're going to say, why don't you face the other guy? Look at the history. Look at what I've done in boxing. I've done it all. In which I can see his point, as, you know, there's always going to be another guy in line. So if you beat this guy, you got to go to the next guy, right? I understand that point, but it's like, who else is there to fight? The guy you're fighting, Munguia's good, but he's just not. Nobody's been asking for that fight, Canelo. Like, he's 43-0, 34 knockouts. I understand that. He just beat John Ryder. You have a mutual opponent with him. But David Benavidez for 3 years has been your mandatory in the WBC. He should be the one to get this fight, right? And it's like David Benavidez has earned his way to get the fight. He's been your mandatory, and guess what? He beat Caleb Plant. He beat Boo Boo Andre. Like, he's next in line. And it's just very concerning that you're not fighting him when, you know, you could be making so much money from this fight. I understand. And then even look, I'll put this tweet up. where David Benavidez said that he was willing to accept $5 million flat to fight Canelo Alvarez. He said, "I don't need Canelo. The only reason people fight Canelo is for a payday. He doesn't care about the money. He wants the titles and giving the fans the best fights as possible." And I believe David Benavidez when he says that, because when he's fighting, he is giving fans the best fight available, right? And Canelo, if David Benavidez was to only take $5 million, Canelo would be making so much money, man. And I just don't get it. I don't get why Canelo Alvarez doesn't fight David Benavidez. Is he scared that he's going to lose to David Benavidez? Is he scared that the decline is starting to happen? And he's starting to cherry pick fighters like Floyd Mayweather did later in his career? Like, what is it? Well, I don't understand. But yes, Canelo is fighting May 4th against Munguia, and David Benavidez is trying to fight was it June or July for the interim belt at 175, so he can become the mandatory for the fight with Bivol and Benavidez. And honestly, man, that fight is probably, you know, I would be more excited for that fight than the Canelo fight, to be honest with you, because I believe David Benavidez is a true 175 pounder, and I believe Bivol has a style that can beat Benavidez, and I believe Benavidez is can slug in there with Benavidez. And I think honestly Benavidez he can beat Canelo right now, and I think he can beat him not easily, but he can beat him pretty, pretty fairly. But yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a shorter video. I just wanted to get your guys' opinion and see what you guys think. Is Canelo dunking Benavidez? In my opinion, yes, he is definitely 100% dunking David Benavidez. David Benavidez has been mandatory for 3 years and deserves his shot to get the WBC belt, even or become undisputed. Either one, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like David Benavidez has earned his opportunity. He's beaten mutual opponents. He's waited his turn, and you're gonna give it to a guy like Munguia, who the fans are not asking for. I understand, May 4th, the weekend, but I understand all that. I get it. But David Benavidez has been waiting his turn patiently, and I feel like it's just time to, get that title fight. But yeah, you guys let me know down in the comments what you think on this situation. Is Canelo ducking Benavidez? Did you guys want to see Canelo versus Benavidez? Did you want to see him versus Munguia? Oh, and by the way, Canelo is on a 1-fight deal. So after this fight, he is moving on. And we can see where Canelo signs, because he said, I think he has 4 or 5 more fights left, or 4 or 5 more years left in him, whatever he said in that press conference. But yeah, I just wanted to get you guys' opinion. Is Canelo ducking Benavidez? Can Benavidez beat Canelo? And how does Benavidez look at 175? Those are the 3 things I want you guys to tell me down below in the comment section. This was a quick little video. I'm out of here. Make sure you guys show as much support as y'all did on the last video. If y'all like them, I'm going to keep them coming. We have a new video revolving Terrence Crawford coming up next, and his decisions. But yeah, step backs and touchdowns. We out.